So good evening and welcome to the Season 12 Modern Touring Car Championship. It started, speaking a bit early, because this is only a 5-minute qualifying session, that's all. 5 minutes. Here at the famous Autodromo Internazionale de Imola, as Ginge is the first man to go out. Will he be the first man out on track though? That is the question. No is the answer. Who's the first one on track? It is going to be Omega 1984. There's QBG. There's Stalker. There's Martin. This will be a one-lap flyer, I reckon. By the time the cars get around. Could end up being, might get 2 out of it. But whilst I go around, let's have a look at the championship standings after round number 3. So after round 3 at Sugo, NGR Fraser leads with 55 points, Scooby G on 52. Omega has got 50. The defending champion is Omega, so he'll be looking to pull some points back on Fraser. RF Jim is in 4th with 40 points. Jamie for 30 is 5th with 32. Whitford Zero is 6th with 32 as well. Jack is 7th with 29. Slider Gas has 25 in 8th. Royston is in 9th with 19. Ginge is currently 10th with 17 points. NGR Martin is in 11th with 14. Edu is 12th with 13. RDJ is in 13th with 11. One High Mofo is 14th with 9. Shadowstocker DBS has got 8. Sandwalk 3 and Suzuki RMZ has 7. Mirago Slide has 6. And J47PT and NGR Tim 78 both have 4 points. If you've just joined us and you've missed the Group A Tours, I would highly recommend to go and watch that. It was a fantastic race in the end. Really, really good racing for the boys. So definitely go check that out. But here are the moderns. Obviously, newer cars, newer everything. Let's have a look at the pack of cars. Omega is in a McGann. Whitford BMW. Scooby McGann. Charlie Stalker is in a Mercedes. Slider Gas BMW. Edu McGann. Martin is in an Opel Astra. Jack is in an Opel Astra. Jamie is in a McGann. Suzuki RMZ is in an Astra. Royston McGann. Jim McGann. Tim is in a McGann. Fraser is in a McGann, being a Renault Esports finalist, and Ginge is also in a McGann, and I think that was Suzuki RMZ spinning, and that is qualifying done for him. He will be at the back. So you look at Omega here, using the pack as he comes into Ravazza. He's having a quick, very sideways through Ravazza for Jack. Let's go on board with the Astroman for a lap. On board with the Vauxhall Astra, not the quickest car, and Jack is really not expecting much from this race, I don't think. So we come up to Tamburello. There's left, right, left combination. Jack has put it second on the grid at the moment. That's a fantastic effort, only 1.1 behind one of the NGR, boys of the NGR attack. Up into Villeneuve. I think named after Gilles Villeneuve, not Jacques. And down towards Tosa. Hairpin left, then gradually goes up the hill. Over one crest, up another. You go flat right, then into Piratella. Then you flick it left, then you come into Acqua Minerale. Really fast right into a 90 right, you do not want to lose the back end through there. Then up the next crest, down towards the Variante Alta. This is probably one of the tightest chicanes you'll ever see in racing. Then you go flat left, down the hill and flat right into Rivazza. And that is a lap of Imola with Jag TM53 synopsis. Fraser currently has pole position from Jamie F30. Then Omega's just snuck in a time to go third fastest. There's RS Jim. Whitford now in the pit lane. Goes into fifth. And Jack, a fantastic time from the Opel man. Goes into third place. Maybe that Astra better than he thought now. So here comes Jamie F30 to finish his lap. Up and across the line we come now. He can't take pole position. Fraser has finished, so Fraser with a 154. I believe we just lost someone maybe. No idea. Tim and Suzuki haven't set a time. Here comes Royston across the line. What can he do? Stays 13th. Ginge is 12th. Edu 11th. Martin 9th. Slider Gas 8th. Scooby G is 7th. Whitford 6th. RS Jim is 5th. Omega is 4th. Jack is 3rd. Jamie F30 qualifies in 2nd. But the Renault Esports finalist in a Renault Megane takes pole position here at Imola. But Jack, what a fantastic time from the Astroman. We know that car is substandard quality. And he just put that in third place. A fantastic effort. So Fraser does take pole position away from Jamie F30. Jack TM53 synopsis. Omega is 4th. Jim is 5th. Whitford is 6th. Scooby is 7th. Slider Gas 8th. Martin 9th. Shadow Stalker is 10th. A great qualifying from him. Edu is 11th. Ginge 12th, Royston 13th, Suzuki RZ, and Tim 78, not getting a lap in. Now if you are watching the stream, don't forget you can put a comment at the end of the stream or after the stream in the processed video for your driver of the race. So we line up on the grid now. So all three red lights and we're green here at Imola. Who's going to get the best start? It looks like Fraser's got a brilliant start. Jack's had a bit of a bad one. As we come down towards Tamburello for the first time, Fraser leads. Jamie second, Whitford into third, Jack still in fourth. He's got Omega right behind him though. It's Scooby in sixth, Jim is seventh. Slider Gas has Edu, who's had a good start on his tail. And here comes Jack looking down the inside of Whitford. Not quite going to work though. Come into Villeneuve, and that is slow from Fraser. Possibly a slowdown going through Tamburello there. But he's been absolutely freight trained. And now Jack having to defend from Omega now for that third position. But Jamie now leads here at Imola. Whitford right behind him. That's Edu making very good ground there up into 8th place. Showstall goes down to 15th. Martin is 14th. There's Tim going through 2 cars. Oh, and a bit of a collision there between him and Royston. Royston comes back on in front of Suzuki RMZ, but Tim now up into 11th. There's Ginge in 10th. Into Varianta Alta. So the question is, we got 13 laps here. And that's a very brave dive from Jim. Oh, and Scooby's been caught in that as Fraser's tried to take the corner. Fraser down to 8th. The championship leader has had an absolutely awful first lap. And Martin now has a penalty. Well, 1 second penalty then for Martin. At the front though, Jamie having to defend from Whitford at the moment, and Jack, he's got to slow down. That is a big shame for the Astroman. He was keeping pace as well. And I think that might be Tim now has a penalty. Yes. Great shots behind though. And there's Edu in 9th. Looking down the inside of Slider Gas into Tosa there. Yeah, but he's got that done through Tosa. Up towards Piratella they come, and Ginger's now looking, but Slider Gas trying to go around the outside of Piratella there. That is a fantastic move. If you can pull that one off, he can't quite do it. Can Ginge now take advantage? Goes down the inside as we come into Aqua Minerale. Oh, and Ginge slightly wide. It's not quite going to do it. Back at the front though, and a bad exit that from Jamie out of Varianta Alta. Whitford's going to get a run down to Rivazza here on lap number 2. They hit the brakes. Whitford gives enough room. They go side by side through the first part. Whitford is clear through the second part. A fantastic move from the BMW man around the outside of Rivazza. Jack is now up into 4th place. He's having a great race in that Astra. And it won't be long. If these 3 keep battling, he'll be up there again for those podium positions. Behind though, Edu is under pressure from Slider Gas, who now has a penalty. As we head up into Tamburello for the 3rd time. Amarillo. So just the way it's Amarillo. Through Tamburello though, and that is bad news for Slider Gas. He's not quite got that right. And he's lost a place now to Ginge. Back at the front, and that's Jamie wide through Villeneuve. As they come into Tosa for the 3rd time. Jack is now on the back of this group. It wouldn't have been long. Up towards Piratella and down towards Aqua Minerale. Behind them, Jamie's defending now from Jack through Aqua Minerale. Can Jack get a good enough run here? Into Varianta. Oh, he's just about alongside as we come towards Varianta Alta. Side by side into the chicane. 2 wheels for Jamie, and Jack is going to get that move done. A very well executed move from the Astroman. As we come down to Rivazza. Already move complete, and now Jim is now having a look. Oh, Jamie tries it into Rivazza. Pushes Jack wide. And now they're 3 wide onto the main straight almost. But Not what they were looking for. Look at this pack coming down to Tamburello. They are three, well they were three wide. Jamie's gone down the inside. He's now overtaken Jack through Tamburello. But Jack instantly on the fight back as he come out of it. Up towards Villeneuve, and whilst this is going on, Omega has now passed up Whitford into lap 4. But this battle for the third place is very much up for grabs. Is that Ginge? Yes, that's Ginge, that's Sliding Gas. This is literally, that is the top 10 in one shot on your screen. What fantastic entertainment this is. As Sliding Gas goes down the inside of Ginge, a little tap going in. But Slidergas gets the place back into 9th. Remember, Slidergas does have a penalty. What sort of penalty does he have? Let's have a look. He has a 1 second penalty then for Slidergas. Right at the front of this train, we have RS Jim there in 3rd. And behind is a little bit more chaotic as Fraser there. He do now has a penalty. Going to try and go alongside Scooby now, in coming down to Ravazza. Into Ravazza he goes. He's not quite got that right. He's gone wide into the gravel for the Spaniard. And he'll rejoin back in 8th. Whitford has not dropped off the back of Omega at all there, only 2/10. Coming to Tamburello, and Whitford having a look around the outside maybe. He's still there, or just about cut off there from by Omega. Probably would have been smarter trying to brake a bit earlier from Whitford, but I'm not the one driving the car. As we head into Villeneuve for the 5th time of 13. Into Tosa. Whitford now going to have to defend now from RS Jim, who's having to defend from Jamie. Jamie looks to make it 3 wide, can't quite do it as we come up the hill. We look towards Piratella. Get the brakes, get the car turned in. Down into Acqua Minerale. Better line from Jim coming through Acqua Minerale. He could have a run now into Variante Alta. Although I think... Has he had a penalty? Yes, I think he's had a slowdown penalty through that. Just cut it a little bit too much. To Variante Alta they come for the 5th time and down towards Ravazza. Jack is now gaining on Jim after that slowdown penalty. Into Ravazza they come, and that is Fraser going sideways into Ravazza. Fraser has a 2 second penalty on him. Not what the championship leader wanted here, especially with Omega leading right now. As that is Jack. Whitford must have had a slowdown because Jack is now hounding him for his 4th place. Into Tamburello they go, and well executed from Jack. And Whitford just about gets away with keeping that 5th place from Fraser at the moment. Although Fraser does look like he's going to be looking into Villeneuve. He can't quite do it there though. Up into Tosa, there's a good possibility as they hit the brakes. Very good move that from Fraser, but Whitford's going to have a good run out here as we come up towards Piratella. Great run with that BMW out of Tosa. And on the grass from Fraser, he's lost the back end, very well saved in the end for front wheel drive. There's Omega, who we've not seen, has had a very big issue, being now down into 6th place. We've not seen that, but the earlier race leader has gone off somewhere. Interesting to see what happened there, but we didn't catch it. Oh, how Jack would love to catch up to the back of Jim. And for Jim to catch the back of Jamie now. But Whitford on board with the cockpit in the BMW. So we head down the main straight for the 6th time. Marking halfway point of the race already. There's Tamburello, they come for the 7th time. Whitford looking around the outside. It's not going to work though. And Jim has called up to Jamie. Now this is perfect for Jack. If Jim and Jamie start battling it out, Whitford and Jack need to actually work together. Freighter's still stuck behind championship rival Omega here. And with a 2-second penalty sat on his shoulders is not going to help him much. Ginge having a almost lonely race. And take these. Oh, that's sliding ass. Spinning at Tosa. I'll give Ginge an easy 9th place right now. There's Omega still with Fraser on his tail, but at the front. Whitford. What has happened to Whitford? He's, I think, gone off at Piratella. So he's now down into 8th, so no more pressure on Jack. He can just get on with it now to try and catch up to the leading 2. Moving very on to outer. Into Ravazza they come for the 7th time. Let's see what top speed Jamie gets in out of this McGann compared to the Astra. That's 130, 135, 130, 140. Hits the brakes at 144. 146 for the Astra. So that Astra, not a slug in a straight line anymore by the seams of it. Very, very interesting from the Astra there. Although he does have Scooby now for company. And Jim's dropped right back from Jamie. Jamie's got a good lead here. Have a look further on the field. There's Martin going off at Tamburello. There's Royston behind him, catching him up. There's NGR Tim 78. He's having another lonely race, it's fair to say. But he's not far away really from Showstalker. And now Martin starting to come under pressure now from Royston after that mistake at Tamburello. And here we go again. Cars starting to get bunched back up near the front. Down to Ravazza then for the 8th time of 13. Jack with a penalty. Slow down. Although he almost tried to keep that place from Fraser. Down to 6th then for the Astra man. Seems like slowdowns really are affecting race positions around here at the moment. And potentially also Jamie, because Jamie's lost all that time to Jim, and Jim is down the inside coming up towards Tamburello. Down to Tamburello they come. Jamie going around the outside, he's just about going to keep this. Jim almost pushing him through the second part of it. Into Villeneuve Flash left into 90 right. Into Tosa and up now. Up the hill towards Piratella. Hit the brakes into Piratella. Jim looking quite comfortable here. Up the hill towards Varianta Alta. And down to Ravazza for the 9th time. This trio of Megans. Omega's back up into 4th. That's amazing. Fraser is now looking all over the shop, trying to get away past that McGann, and contact. And the McGann is sent flying off into Ravazza. Difficult to say what happened from that angle. What we do know is that Astra down into 7th. After a bit of contact and sent flying into the gravel trap at Ravazza. And Jim has overtaken Jamie. At the front of the pack, this trio is very tight. Into Villeneuve they come for the 10th time. That slipstream would be worth a pretty penny down the main straight if you can be close enough. All of them trying to get good lines out of every corner right now. Up towards Piratella. See the different lines. I think Jamie's got a good run coming down to Aqua Minerale. Around the outside, we know this doesn't normally work, and it hasn't worked for Jamie either. Just about sneaks in front of Scooby. Up now towards Varianta Alta. And down to Ravazza. Do the second by Ravazza. And I feel like Jamie might have a slowdown on for that one. Come down the main straight now. Can Jamie get a run on Jim here? No, he's got the slowdown as suspected. Through Tamburello then, and it's Scooby's turn to attack Jim. Up towards Villeneuve. Has Scooby got on the inside for the left-hander of Villeneuve? No, he hasn't. On the bumper then with Scooby as we come through Tosa. Oh, he is slightly alongside here. If he can keep that all the way up the hill. We're not quite far along though. And boys, there's a compromised line as well, so you won't get a good run out for Aqua Minerale. Down towards Varianta Alta. Hit the brakes. Maximise the right hand curve, use as little of the left hand curve so you get a good run out. Behind this lot you have Fraser and Edu, who are going side by side coming down towards Ravazza. And also Jamie having a look down the inside, not quite going to work there, but Edu down the inside of Ravazza, and he's got that move done. The Spaniard into the top 5, although I think, yes, he's going to let Fraser back past. Or is he? At a flash of the lights. Yes, he has just let him go through there into Tamburello. And that's Omega off. Omega off in the gravel at Tamburello. Ruins his 4th place then. And Whitford. Jack has lost out to Ginge. And now Whitford is trying to have a go at Jack. So RS Jim continues to lead this race. What happened to Scooby? Scooby's fallen down the order. So Scooby now down into 5th place. Although he's still a net 3rd right now, with the penalties from Edu and Fraser. Behind that is Omega, then you have Ginge, Jack, he's in 8th, Whitford. With a bit of front end damage, he's definitely hit a wall somewhere. He is currently in 9th, but back to the front. RS Jim 77 will lead us on to the final lap of the race here at Monza. Imola. Too much watching F1 yesterday, that is. Same country, wrong track. As we enter Tamburello for the final time with RS Jim and Jamie only half a second apart. Behind that you have Fraser and Edu. They're only 0.3 apart, and Edu's got a good run coming out of Tamburello. Actually so good that Fraser's... don't know, he had a slowdown penalty then. But through Villeneuve they come, and they've got Scooby on their tail. Through Tosa they go. But at the front, things are closing as we come into Piratella for the final time. And down to the famous Acqua Minerale. Jamie looks like he's got a better run coming out of Acqua Minerale. Closing. Goes the outside of Variante Alta. Forcing Jim onto a line he really doesn't want to have going down towards Ravazza. And Jim trying to cover off Jamie. A couple wheels on the dirt. Down towards Ravazza. Jamie is now alongside. They hit the brakes into Ravazza. And a bit of a tag, a bit of a rub. Into the second part of Ravazza. And Jamie's not quite going to do this. Jim is going to hold on. He has to hug the inside now, all the way along. But it will be RS Jim 77 who takes the win in Imola here, I think. Yes, it will be. Jim wins from Jamie. Then is Fraser. Whereas not, it's going to be Scooby in 3rd. Edu is in 4th. No, Omega is in 4th. Edu is in 6th, Whitford 7th, Fraser will be 8th, Jack 9th, Slider Gas is in 10th, Martin 11th, Suzuki RMZ is in 12th. What is that, Ginge? Ginge is 5th. Completely missed that. Ginge is in 5th place, ladies and gentlemen, top 5 finish for the host. Martin is in 11th, Suzuki RMZ 12th. NGR Royston will come home in 13th. Tim and Shadowstalker having a little bit of a battle here for the wooden spoon. A battle they do not want to lose, because if they lose they do claim that wooden spoon as Tim goes through Ravazza and Shadowstalker off into the gravel. That'll end that battle. Tim will claim 14th, followed by Shadowstalker. Take it, the penalties applied will come into account. Oh, Tim does have 5 seconds worth though. Needs to be 3 ahead, cross the line. There goes Tim. Goes Shadowstalker. We won't know until the results come up. So, provisional results for the race here at Imola. RSGEN does win from Jamie FL30 by apparently 0.407 of a second. I thought it was a lot closer than that. Scooby takes third, Omega fourth, Ginger quality fifth after not having a great race after all the penalties are applied. Edu had 12 seconds worth of penalties, he's in 6th. Whitford 7th, Fraser had 13 seconds worth of penalties in 8th. Jack is 9th, Slidergas is 10th. Martin in 11th with 12 seconds worth of penalties. Suzuki RMZ is in 12th, Royston 13th, Shadowstalker is going to be 14th from Tim. Not a lot in, just about a second after Tim's 5-second penalty was applied. So a cracking race then from the modern touring cars all the way to the end on that win. But congratulations to RSGEN, driver of the day. It's gonna be Ginge. He's managed, out of all the carnage, to pull off a 5th place finish. It's brilliant to see him back in that top 5. Really is. So Ginge gets my driver of the race. You can comment below who your driver of the race was, but next week we are at Long Beach for the modern touring cars. So it'll be interesting to see what happens there. Next up will be the Clios from my point of view as I race in them. So do stay tuned for that if you want to. But from the modern touring car guys, thank you for watching tonight. We hope to see you in Long Beach next week. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.